Hi guys, we will start with the next topic, that is the shortest path and the transitive closure. So first we will see what is the necessity of the shortest path. So like if you want to travel from one city to the another city, we will be considering the cities as a vertices and the roads as a edges here. So when you want to travel from one place to the another place, generally we will be considering the shortest distance, the minimum cost. So that is the concept of this. So here let the vertices represent the cities and the edges represent the sections of highway. As I said, the edges will be the roads here, and each edge we will be assigning the weight. So here we consider is a weighted graph we will be considering, and the weights can be here the cost, or the weights can be distance depending on the question. So here we want to travel from one place to the another place. So the starting vertex we call it as a source vertex. Starting vertex is a source vertex, and the last vertex we call it as a destination vertex here. So that is the concept of the shortest path. We want to travel from one place to another place with the minimum distance. So here we have the first concept here is single source, all destinations. So one source we have, the remaining all will become the destinations. And here non-negative edge cost means all the weights are positive here. All the weights are positive, that is a concept here. If all the weights are positive, then what we will be saying here, the graph we are representing with g equal to v comma e. V is a set of vertices and e is a set of edges. As I said, all the edges are positive, so that is the reason w is greater than 0. So we wish to determine path from v naught. V naught is a source vertex. So from the source vertex we have to find the distance to remaining all the vertices here. Only single source and all are the remaining are the destinations here. These are the conditions you have to remember. One single source you have and remaining all are destinations, and w is greater than 0. That is the thing what we have. Okay, so I'll just show you an example here. This is a weighted graph what we have. Now for this weighted graph, let us assume 0 is a source vertex, and the remaining all the vertices 1 2 3 4 5, all these vertices will become the destination vertices here. So 0 is a source and all the remaining are the destination vertices here. We have to find out the shortest path from 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, 0 to 4 and 0 to 5. That is the concept of this particular topic here. From one vertex we have to find the path, the shortest path to remaining all the vertices here. So just for example, I have shown you from v0 to v3. So from v0 to v3, what is the short path, the minimum path you have actually from v0 to v3? We can go to 0 to 1 and 1 to 3 also we can go. We can come to 3 from 1 to 3. If you come from this route, what will be the cost here? It will be 65. But if you come in this path, it will be taking 10. So of these two, which is minimum? 10 is minimum. So 0 to 03 is a path for this, and what is the cost here? The cost is 10. So now we will be seeing how to find out the shortest path by using the Dijkstra's algorithm. So now the algorithm we will be seeing for a single source, all destinations is a Dijkstra's algorithm. So now this is a weighted graph given to us. First I'll explain with an example, then we will go with the algorithm. This is a weighted graph given to us, and if you observe, all the weights are positive here, and let us assume 1 is a source vertex and the remaining all the vertices are the destination vertices here. Now this is the thing what you will be checking at each and everything. This is the condition you will be checking. So let us start now here. This is initially from 1 to 1. It will be this, as I said, 1 is a source vertex, remaining all the vertices are the destination vertices here. So 1 is a source vertex, and here I have taken the 1 to 1, like I am in Nellore. From Nellore to Nellore it will be 0. So it is for 1 it is 0. Now Who are the adjacent vertices of 1? With what vertices you have a direct connection? For 1 you have a direct connection to 2 and you have a direct connection to 3. So since you have a direct connection to 1, that are 2 and 3, so what is the cost you have from 1 to 2? It is 2. So write down 2 here. And what is another direct connection? You have 3. So here what is 1 to 3? You have a direct connection. What is the cost you have? You have the cost is 4. Okay, so we are starting with 1. We are checking who are directly connected. 2 and 3 are directly connected and we are writing the cost here. I am writing the cost just above on the vertex. Now remaining vertices, if you observe, we don't have a direct connection between 4 and 1, 4 and 5 and 4 and 1 we don't have, 5 and 1 we don't have, 1 and 6 we don't have a direct connection. So that you take it as infinity. Take it as infinity. Okay, so that is the first one. So next what we have to do here is we have to select. Now 1 we have done. In these two, in all 2 infinity, 4 infinity, infinity, you select which is minimum cost now. In 2, these are the cost what we have. 2, infinity, 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 4. These are the cost what we have. In this you select which is minimum. Which is minimum? 2 is minimum. So shortest path here is 2. 2. Now we are starting from 2 now. We are starting from 2. Now again you check for 2 which are directly connected. For 2 which are directly connected, 3 and 4 are directly connected. So connected to 2, that means adjacent to 2. Adjacent to 2 are 3 and 4. So 3 and 4. So now you will check for 3 and 4 now. So now for the vertex 2, we are checking for 3 and 4 now. So what I said, this is the thing what you have to check here. So D of U. So from 2 we are checking. From 2 to 3. So D of, what you have? D of U plus CUV less than dV. V is nothing but 3 here. U is nothing but 2. U is 2 and V is 3. So just substitute in the formula. D of 2 plus C23 less than D of 3. As I said, U is 2 and V is 3. Now just substitute. What is D of 2 value? D of 2 value is 2. D of 2 is 2. Now what is the cost you have between 2 to 3? The cost you have between 2 to 3 is 1. So it is 1. What is D of 3 already value? We have calculated. Already the D of 3 value we have calculated. It is 4. 4. So 2 plus 1, 3. 3 less than 4, it is true. So since it is true, now our new D of V value will be D of U plus this value. So D of 3 is whatever the value you are getting, that is the thing here. This is for which vertex? Third vertex. Before it was 4, now it is becoming 3. Now let us check it for 4 now. Let us check it for 4. Now again the same thing. D of 2 plus U is 2 and V is 4 here. So D of 2 plus C24 less than D of 4. Is it true or not? We will check. What is D of 2 value? D of 2 value is 2. And what is the cost you have between these two? You have is 7. 7 less than, what is D of 4 value? Infinity. Infinity. So 9 less than infinity, true. 9 less than infinity is true. So since it is true, now what will be the D of 4 value? It will be 9. So before it was infinity, now it is becoming 9. So that is the second figure. Now let us again continue now. Now this 2 we have completed. Now remaining you check. In this minimum again we will see 3, 9, infinity, infinity, 3, 9, infinity, infinity. Again check minimum. The minimum is 3. So 3 is for which vertex you are getting? You are getting the 3 for the vertex 3. So now the vertex 3 you are considering now. The vertex is 3. Now for 3, which are the adjacent vertices you have? Only you have is 5. So 5 is the adjacent vertex now. So 5 is the adjacent vertex. Now we will check for 5. Again the same property. U is 3 and V is 5 now. U is 3 and V is 5. So D of U plus, that is D of 3 plus C35 less than D of 5. What is D of 3 value? 3 plus C35. What is the cost you have between these two? 3. 3. And what is D of 5 value? It is infinity. So 6 less than infinity, true. Now the D of 5 value is becoming 6. So before it was infinity, now it is becoming 6 here. So now again let us continue now. So next step, now 3 we have completed. So next you have to check for minimum of 6, 9 and infinity. 6, 9, infinity. So minimum is 6. So minimum 6 is for which vertex? 6 is for which vertex? 5. So now we are considering for vertex 5. Now let us check the adjacent vertices of 5. What are the adjacent vertices of 5? One is 4 and another one is 6. Let us check it again now. So if I check for 4, now this u will become 5 and v will become 4. So now you substitute in the formula. So d of 5 plus c of 5 4 less than d of 4. What is d of 5 value? It is 6. And what is the distance between these two? Distance between these two is 2. 2. And d of 4 value already we calculated, that is 9. So 6 plus 2, 8, 8 less than 9, true. So since it is true, now d of 5 value is updated. So d of 4, because v is 4. So d of 4 value is updated to 8. Before it was 9, now it is updated to 8 here. So 4 we have completed. Now come to 6 now. So u will become 5 and v will become 6. Now again substitute. So you are getting d of 6 value was infinity. So you are getting true. That means now d of 6 is becoming 11. 11. Before it was infinity. Now the next, in these two we have to check minimum, because this 5 is also we have done. So in these two, 8 and 11, which is minimum? 8. That means the next vertex will become 4 now. 8 and 11, the vertex is 4. So what is the adjacent vertex of 4 now? Only we have is a 6. 6. Now again substitute in the formula. U is 4 and V is 6. So again it is true, 9 less than 11, true. That means now the d of 6 is becoming 9. Before it was 11, now it is updated to 9 here. Now what is remaining? Only you have 6, but for 6 we don't have any other adjacent vertices. So you have to stop now. So this is our table. So from 1 to 1 the distance is 0. From 1 to 2 the distance is 2. For 1 to 3 it is 3. 1 to 4 it is 8. 1 to 5 it is 6. 1 to 6 it is 9. So this is the way how we will be doing in the Dijkstra's algorithm. I'll show you the algorithm now. So the algorithm is the shortest path. What are the things you are passing? Vertices, cost, distance and the number of vertices. These are the 4 parameters you are passing. Vertices, cost, distance and n is the number of vertices. So initially we will be making S of I to be false. S of I false is nothing but no vertex visited. Initially we have not visited any vertex. That is the reason it is false here. So next what we are doing, whatever the cost you have, cost of V1, like 1, 1 cost, all the cost we are assigning it to the distance now, like distance of 1, distance of 2, everything. So whatever the cost you have, you are assigning it to the distance. So that is this for loop. Now we are passing V. V is nothing but a source vertex now. In our previous example, what is a source vertex? V is 1. 1 is a source vertex. So we are starting from 1. So that is the reason we are making it as true. That means S of 1 is true. S of 1 is true means we have visited the first vertex and we are making the distance as 0. I have shown you, right? In the first step, we have taken the distance as 0 and we have starting with the first vertex. So distance of 1 is 0 because 1 to 1 is 0 and we are visited. That is the reason we are making it as true. So we are making true. That means we have visited the first vertex and the distance is 0. This is initialization we are doing. Now from the 1 to n minus 1 iterations, what I said, choose u among those vertices not in S such that distance of u is minimum. Now you have to choose u among those vertices not in S. So actually what are the vertices you have here? 6 vertices you have. Only this we are making it as true, and remaining all the vertices are false. So in S, what are the things you have now? In S you have is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the vertices you have in S. Now in this you have to choose one vertex such that it is minimum. So we have, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this, which is minimum, I said 2 is minimum. That means you are choosing 2 now. You are choosing 2 and this will be making it as true. So distance is minimum and you are making it true. That means we are making S of 2 as true. S of 2 is true. What is the meaning of that? That means we are visiting the second vertex now. So after visiting 2, next what we have done, we have seen which are the adjacent of 2 now. Who are adjacent of 2? 3 and 4. So same we are seeing here. So after choosing, we are making true. Next what we are doing, for each adjacent, for each W adjacent to U and W false, we are choosing now. For 2 who are adjacent, for 2 who are adjacent, 3 and 4 are adjacent, but they are false, right? They are in this set. So we have to choose 3 and 4 because they are not visited now. So how we are doing? We are updating. What I said, you have to check it. Like the formula what I gave you. Distance of u plus cost of u w less than distance of w. There I have taken it as u and v. Here I have just taken it as u and w. If you want, you can change it as u and v also. If it is less than, we are updating. We are updating. If it is not less than, then it will not be updated. And we are closing this for loop and we are closing the main. So whatever the example, how I have solved, in the same way you have the algorithm. So this is, you just check it as an assignment.